I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Looks like we're being proper mugged off again. Pokemon's released a new LEGO set, and today we're going to go through it together. I can't say I was excited about this, mainly because of the trailer. If you have a look at the trailer, I think Pokemon seem to think that their fans are just absolute morons. Let's bring up some screenshots of these morons that the Pokemon company seems to think that we are. So, as you can see, even from the television footage, it's just completely alien to real life. And then you have this absolute tard going, oh my God, Pokemon, Blastoise. And he looks at the screen and then decides to go and get his Pokemon outfit. Let's go check out his Pokemon outfit. So just before he goes to get his Pokemon trainer outfit, he quickly takes his mate Tyrone, fat guy, and diverse woman, and then off he goes. Now, I'm a pretty serious Pokemon trainer, and I've got lots of Pokemon friends that play the game, and I'm telling you this for nothing, as geeky as some of them are, ain't none of them as whatever the hell these things are that they've presented in the screen. I don't know no fans that speak, act, or behave like this. I don't know who's in control of Pokemon or their advertising agencies or whatever, but you need to sort it out. It might have something to do with that new Nintendo CEO, that woman robot thing that we saw. It might have something to do with her, but whoever's behind this presentation, you need to be fired right now. Now, I can tell you for nothing, I ain't going on no Pokemon adventure with any of those three, whatever the fuck they are.
What's going on?
We're gonna catch and build them all.
Now, one must also take into account that these videos may be completely AI generated, because who in God's name actually looks like that? Really love the way they portrayed the Pokemon trainer there, just a regular guy, you know, he's got taxes to pay. And so to see Pokemon just pop up on his television like that is a great way to escape the horrors that is life itself. He's got his little super effective mug and some other Pokemon attire in the house. So, you know, a little bit of escapism goes a long way. So let's find out how much that escapism will cost him to briefly escape this hellish landscape. Let's now look at the product that's being sold, which is 3 sets. There is an Eevee set, a Pikachu one, and a Blastoise, Charizard and Venusaur set. So let's get into it. I love myself an Eevee, I do. This one comes in at a measly $54.99. That is pretty expensive for what it is. Look at the size of that thing. Not great value for money. I'm not sure how much it weighs in grams, but I believe it's just over 500 pieces in total. So let's compare that to the Mega Bloks one. I'm just comparing it. Okay. In this case, I'm going to say that the official Pokemon LEGO set looks slightly better. If it was me personally buying it, I'd go for the Mega Bloks one though, because I would be on a budget. This one's a little bit shocking though. The Pikachu set is $179.99. God damn. As you can see, Pikachu's face looks like it's been hit with a shovel. Now let's bring up the Mega Bloks one and see which one looks better, or you know, that you prefer. I think it's all a bit horrifying, to be fair. What you're seeing now is the Mega Bloks Jumbo Pikachu. He looks like he's been hit in the face with a train or a bus. The only one that seems to look quite close to the original Pikachu, I would say, is the movable one. This one has a small animation, which is pretty cool, I guess. Overall, a little bit nightmare fuel coming from all parties, and I personally wouldn't purchase any of them, not only because of the price, but because they are quite upsetting to look at in general. If I was to pick one though, I'm probably going to go with the motion one due to the value and movement. Now onto the main event, we have the Blastoise, Charizard and Venusaur model. Fucking hell, have you seen Venusaur's face? Maybe it was put in a meat grinder, I'm not too sure, but he looks very sore around the eyes. Almost like he's screaming for dear life as he is in agonizing structural pain from the horrendous design that is the official LEGO Venusaur. We've got Blastoise here. Now, he is a little bit darker than his original design, which is quite fitting for the times that we're in, I suppose. But ultimately, there's all these weird little gaps in between his limbs and stuff. Now, with LEGO, when they give the designers a budget, they have to decide, you know, whether to work with existing pieces or how much the cost of production of new pieces would be. So in this case, they've just completely fucked it up, but it does look like Blastoise could give us a little hydro pump or two. Charizard, not bad, not bad. His tail looks a bit like a candle. If you could just bring up a comparison of Charizard's tail and the candle, please, just so we can see that there. Now, credit where credit's due. When I first saw Charizard, I thought he was flying, but it turns out he's just got a pole shoved up his butt, hence the fire coming out of the mouth. But overall, a really good effect. So I was quite impressed to see that. So let's move on to the price and see how much one of these bad boys is going to cost you. So I've just checked out the price of this set, and it comes in at a total of £579.99. What the fuck do you think you're doing, Pokemon? This is a children's toy. Who on earth is going to spend a month's rent on a bit of plastic that some machine somewhere, some industrial device is blasting out billions of pieces, charging, what, £1 a block? Jesus Christ! I was just thinking, for the price of this LEGO set, you could actually get a Nintendo Switch 2, and a game, and a flipping Big Mac! At this point, I think it's safe to assume that Nintendo or Pokemon, the company, not only are they greedy, but they actually hate us, not only because their depiction of who they think we are as the fans, but the exuberant prices they're charging for just bits of plastic, basically. I know there's over 6,000 pieces. I've seen people in Reddit going, oh, well, you know, if you work out the value of each block, you know, it's actually quite good. Man, shut the fuck up, man! What are you talking about? This is absolute lunacy. Listen, anyone who buys this, even if you are a Pokemon fan, you're a sellout. You're selling out the Pokemon franchise, and you're just encouraging scalping. And all the, apparently it's sold out as well. They haven't even produced that many because they know that everyone's going to buy it. It's going to push up the prices. And, you know, who is buying this? If it's you, I hope you enjoy it. Well, that's enough of that shit. Time for me to go and catch some Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.